Hello, my name is Ricky Moses Ojok. I'm from Arua Youth Development Initiative. We are a local non-profit located here in Arua City in northern Uganda. This is our podcast. Have you ever wondered about the importance of students having the right sort of environment at school or even at home to progress their learning? One of those things that can distract students or even stop them from progressing with their studies. Their learning is important whether they are in a single school or same-sex school or a mixed school. It is a big question sometimes for not only the students but for all the key stakeholders, parents, guardians, teachers, caregivers, school management, and even government and civil society organizations on where do I send my child and what should the school provide for them. We are exploring these sort of issues, plus so much more that may affect students and also the parents with the girls or the students from St. Mary's ADF Girls Secondary School, or commonly known as SMEGS. I have gathered some of the girls here with me, and they have agreed to talk. Good afternoon, girls.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Please tell us your name and we can go direct to our discussion for today.
Okay, well, I'm happy to be here. By name, I'm called Moja Margaret Scopas.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. I'm Asianju Nancy Fabiola. Thank you.
Okay, thank you again for joining. We are going to explore some of the issues, and remember, at Arua Youth Development Initiative, we are trying to explore ways that can improve learning outcomes. We know there are a lot of challenges in the community. Some of them are from the parents, some of them are from the students, some of them are from people who do not want to study. So today we are talking about responsible parenthood or positive parenting, and we want to explore with you. Could you please define or in your understanding what responsible parenthood is? You can relate to what you see in the community.
Okay, well, I really love this topic. Then, to me, responsible parenthood means that when parents take full responsibility in their homes, like for example, providing basic needs and other necessities for their children in many aspects in life.
What are some of those?
Like in form of shelter, food, education, medication, security, and so on.
Okay.
Thank you so much. According to me, responsible parenthood, in my own understanding, is the way parents give guidelines in a responsible way and solve problems in a family that can bring up a child responsibly and in the right path. Thank you.
Okay. We see a lot of this in the community. Maybe trying to link it to the issue of education. In the locality where you come from, do you think parents are playing their roles where they are responsible?
Yeah. Anyway, it depends. There are some parents who are really playing their responsibilities well. Then there are others who are also not playing their responsibilities. So for the parents who play their responsibility, you see in most homes, they do provide basic needs to their children, like food, clothes, and they take their children to school, by paying their school fees. Then there are some parents out there who provide security actually to their children, security in different ways. You know, a child is someone who doesn't understand everything in this world. So those parents, they make sure that they tell their children that if you go there, you need to come back by this time. If you go and do that, okay, something that is bad, it will affect you in your life, and so on. They keep on encouraging them, giving them advice. Then there are some parents who motivate their children to in different like aspects. For example, they tell them to study hard, to work hard in school. Then there are some parents who don't care. For them, what they know is just that they are producing. They don't know that they are really in marriage. They are just there for their sake. They don't care for their kids. Even sometimes the kids are just staying home. What they know is that, yeah, my kids are there at home. They don't know whether their kids eat. They don't know whether their kids are joyous, and so on. They don't really take full responsibility in their families.
Okay, thank you for that submission from Scoppers. Yeah, parents, you have heard also. We will tackle this at some point also. There are those ones who do not care whether children have eaten or not, and whether they're in school or not. There are even parents, I've been seeing, there are also parents who drink with their children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a bad thing. Okay, yes. And I see Anzu.
Okay, yeah. There are some parents who really do care for their children. But there's one thing that parents, what they don't know is that they always take the opinion and they want us children to go by it, not taking our side too. I think it's always healthy to also know the opinion on your, like your children's side. You take their side and then your own, and then you sit together and you find out the best solution. That's what parents do not know. They just come up with their own plans and then they force you and they be like, maybe you that go and take science when you want to go and offer arts. So they push you without getting your own opinion. That is one thing that parents are irresponsible about. There are some parents who are also responsible in that when they come back home, they give time for their kids. There are those ones, when they come back home, they feel like, I'm tired. At work, my boss has been shouting on me. I reach at home, again, the kids are there. You just feel like you should go and rest, not giving time for your children. You don't know how your children do things in class, how they associate with their other friends. So at least have that time. You take bath and then you sit together with them. My child, how are you doing? How is it over there? Even you can go and have time with them. You play around with them. That's like a responsible parenthood. You get to know how your child is inwardly and outward. There are also some parents who are very responsible in that they take a lot of alcohol. Like in my area, like the place is, I kind of, no, let me just say I'm in the village. Yeah.
Yeah, peri-urban.
They are like that. There are some parents, when they come back home, even early in the morning, they're already drunk. You're already shouting, quarreling, and then what do you expect your child to do? You have to be exemplary. How do you expect your child to behave in a good way when I'm seeing my dad, I'm seeing mom also drinking and shouting? So you as a parent, you have to be responsible. There are also those ones who are really not responsible because of the way they dress. So if I see maybe mom is dressing in very decent clothes and she's expecting me to put on something long, mommy, that is not good.
You want to try how to look like mommy?
I'll also try how mom is doing it, because I'll be like, if maybe my neighbor is trying to advise me to do the right thing, I'll be like, mom is also doing that. So why do you have to shout at me when mom is not doing it and she's the one giving me food in the house? You see that we have to be exemplary and behave responsibly so that we children can also catch up and be responsible. Thank you.
Okay, you have answered so many questions actually. You have answered what I was even going to ask next, that about some indicators of responsible parent or parenthood or positive parenting. What are those things? Because I know there are those families in our communities, those ones we really admire. Who is that museo? I wish he was my dad. What are those things do you think parents can do to really to make them be the real or the role model to the children?
Okay, first of all, when you're a parent who supports your child, the child at least there has no other option of thinking, where can I get this? So should I go and start off gambling to get money to go and do something? If you support your child, the child obviously will be responsible. Speaking in education, you give her books, you give her scholastic materials so that she can be groomed up well from school. And being a responsible parent, some of the indicators are in the way that parent gives time for the child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you come back from work, I love emphasizing you on that.
Yeah.
When you come back from work, at least you sit down with your child. You get to know how that day has moved on. You get to know how she did something in class. Maybe she was given a work or homework like that. You can even help the child out. Child will feel like, yes, mom can do that for me. Mom is there for me. But if you're this parent who just comes and leaves the child, child will feel like, I wish mom was like the other one for the neighbor. Yeah, and then being a responsible parent, we also expect our parents to be people who are free to talk with. Like sometimes you have problems in the family, their parents who just shout at you. It's best when like the parent calls a meeting, like a family meeting, you sit down, you ask for the problems, and then you get best solutions and how to handle them. Like that's a very good way, and it's very healthy when parents and their children come down into a family and they settle down issues and maybe have also prayers together. You have prayers together, your meals together. There, I call it responsible parenthood. Thank you.
All right. I think I should also learn storytelling. I should start learning because also I remember when I was growing up, our parents used to do that. In the evening, they tell us some stories. Yeah, it was really interesting. Okay, we are still exploring issues that do all back the children, whether in school and from home. And parents, today we talk about how parents can do that. I'm still with Asianzio, Fabiola, Nancy, and Moja Margaret Scoppers. We are about to wrap up. What are those things? Maybe before I move to the next question, Margaret.
Yeah.
Some indicators?
Okay, thank you. Indicators of responsible parenthood is when children dress decently. What I mean, you as the parent, if you dress decently, it's obvious that your children will follow what you are doing. Then also when you have time with your kids, they will know, since mommy and daddy have time for me, I should also have time with them. I should feel free to talk to them. Maybe when the children are having problem with their peers, their parents, they feel freely to talk to their parents. So that's an indicator of responsible parenthood. Then also responsible parenthood is when you know that your children are going astray or they're having bad peers who influence them, sometimes in drugs, sometimes in abusing, disrespecting elders. You direct them and warn them, or you call them down, sit them down and talk to them in a calm way. You know, children are so funny. When you shout at them, abusing them, talking rudely, they will not listen to you. They will tell, mommy is just like that, or daddy is just like that. But when you're talking to your children, sit them down, talk to them in a calm way, then they will understand you. It's also an indicator of responsible parenthood.
Wonderful. Okay. My takeaway from that is having that two-way communication, sitting together and you talk things out. And also encourage children to be open, not to hide some little thing. Okay. The next question, which is our second last now. We are talking about parents who do this, to do that, and this, but also there are those children who are untouchable. they reach some age there, the home becomes like a battlefield. Cannot sweep, cannot do it, but will wait for food. Okay, in your opinion, what are the challenges do you see, or do you think, or see that parents are going through in raising the children? Yeah, we know the issues from the parent side, but also we try to work a solution so that we can have a good family and children can prosper in life. What are those things?
Indeed, parents go through a lot. We as children, especially the youths outside there, you have to understand that at times parents are really going through a lot and they are unhappy. There are so many challenges that they face. First of all, the issue of education. You know, getting school fees is not easy. Some of them in their workplaces, they go through a lot. Your boss shouts at you, do this, do that. It's really hectic. And they really go through a lot in their workplaces. Then there are others who are jobless. They hustle in life to get for you something. But at the end, when they come home, you don't respect your parents. That's a challenge that parents face. There are some children out there, they are so stubborn. Parents try hard to talk to them, but they tend to ignore the advice that the parents give them. Others, you find out that they engage in drugs, for example, alcohol, cocaine, and so on. Really, that can hurt parents. Especially assuming if you're a parent, you go to your workplace, they abuse you from there. You come back, then you find your children. They don't, okay, some of them, they don't even welcome their parents. That, hey, daddy, welcome back. You sit there, you see your parent coming, you do nothing. So that's a challenge to the parents. Then the other one is some parents are really sick. Some of them, they work, yeah, but they are really sick. They keep it in their hearts. And that's one challenge that parents face, which we, the children, we really need to understand. Then also some parents, for example, some mothers, they can mean to be, I don't know, so disrespectful or what to their husbands. They don't respect their husbands, but the parents, the fathers, they try to cover up things. For example, like the girls, mostly they are so open to their mothers. They tell their mother, mommy, this, that. Then the mother can like keep the things in her heart. Then like for the father, he will say, for you with these girls of yours, they are like this. They tend to speak ill, but the mothers, they keep those things in their hearts. So also the mothers are going through a lot. I think this is what I have to say.
Okay, that's great to know. Okay, any other points do you have on that? Challenges parents, go through in raising children?
I think she already said most of the things, but there's one that I would like to stress out. It's all about disrespect from the children. Yeah. At times, as you said, when you reach some age, you feel like you're already big. You don't want to be controlled.
I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl.
I'm a big girl. Why does mom have to put so much restrictions on me like that? Not knowing that you're still staying in their home, you're still eating their food, everything like that. So, one thing that they really go through a lot is about the disrespect. At times you feel as a child you should be moving out, outings, partying, or like that. But your parents maybe restrict you on it like that. So at least you should adjust on it and respect them and respect their opinion because they want the best for us. It's their pride. They feel very proud when they see us succeed in life. Thank you.
All right, and one last one. I was listening to all of you. I think as a parent, I don't like moods some of the children can be home, but when they are moody, or what? It can really, it gets to my nerves a little bit. Okay, and as we wrap up, okay, how should the young people or youth behave towards their parents? Just some, as we wrap up.
Okay, the youths, you have to respect your parents. You know, even if your parent is having disability or she's okay, but you have to give them that maximum respect. Then the youth, some of them out there have lost one or both of their parents. You need to say everything happens for a reason, and you move on with life. You find out that there are some kids out there who are orphans, and when you ask them, they say, since I'm an orphan, why should I be disciplined? I need to enjoy my life since I'm not having parents, no one to take care of me, and so on. But what I want to tell you is that life will one day humble you. So you need to humble yourself and commit yourself to God. Give people that maximum respect. Even if they are your parents or they are not your parents, you have to have that respect for parents. Thank you.
Okay, me, I speak about being patient. At times you have to understand what our parents go through. And at times you want something, but it does not come in time. Maybe there's a reason why they are postponing it. We always have to be patient for everything. And when we are patient, we get our best. So sometimes parents go through a lot, as my colleague has said. At workplace, they may not get their job, say money like that. So at home, they also need to help in the general homestead. And again, you have your own like, and you're demanding something, but it's not being given in time. We should understand their situation and then be very patient for everything. Being patient is the best, and yeah, it pays, but it pays. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to add some?
Yeah.
Some, okay.
Then also, like, to the youths out there, you don't need to compare yourself to others. There are some who come from wealthy families, then there are others that come from humble families. You have to understand that we are all destined differently. Be proud of what you're having. The little that your parents give you, appreciate them.
Oh, that's great. Those who come from humble. Those who are wealthy are not humble.
No, humble.
I always see those who come from the low-income families, like where I come from. Yeah, yes.
Humble.
Humble family. Wealthy families are not humble. All right, you have heard. We are trying to work on a win-win situation for both parents and children. Okay, what children do can also contribute to positive or negative parenting. Because when you come home and you find children on the phone all the time, TikToking all the time, they are not doing anything. You can be a little bit, can press you to or push you to the wall a little bit, which is not good. We want to see and create an environment that is okay for the children and even for the parents. Yeah. I was speaking to Muja Margaret Scoppers and Asianzian Nancy Fabiola. This is our podcast, Arua Community Podcast. I am Rick Moses Ujok. Continue listening.